We get a lot of concerns on the channel about buying second-hand e-bikes. At the same time, we get a lot of concerns about the longevity of e-bike motors. Well, today we're going to put all those worries at bay. I'm going to have a look at a very inexpensive way how to refresh your Bosch Performance Line CX motor. Steve, before we begin, let's talk about the Bosch warranty on the Performance Line CX. After all, you are a service agent for...
I'm a Bosch service centre.
Bosch, yeah, right. So what happens if you have got one of these motors and in the you've had it for less than 2 years?
So if you bought a new bike, you have a bike for 2 years. So if your motor goes wrong, it's a complete new motor. Nothing gets opened up.
That's pretty cool.
The motors have been out since 2015, so there's a lot out there. They get a lot of wear. They're used hard, and it's like a bottom bracket. Anything is gonna wear.
So what happens if you do happen to get a new unit under your warranty? Does your warranty get extended for a further 2 years?
2 years, yeah. You get an additional 2 years.
That's pretty cool, really, isn't it?
Thing. Yeah, very good thing.
Yeah. So if you've got any problems with your motor in that 2 years, then you can just simply get back to Bosch and they'll renew it for you, right? That's
correct.
If your motor is within the warranty, can you fiddle with it and take it apart?
Can't touch it. that voids the warranty. Right. These little screws here have got rubber coating all over them. If that rubber coating isn't on there anymore, that means you've been inside it and you have no warranty. So don't go taking it apart if you're within your warranty period. Just go back to your Bosch dealer.
Right. Now my eye's been drawn to this little box over here. What have we got here?
Okay, so this is the service repair kit for motors that are no longer in warranty. Right. So if it's a motor, it's got bearings, like your bottom bracket.
It's going to have wear and tear, right?
It's going to have wear and tear. If you start to feel your motor bearings getting rough and noisy is the main thing. You start to hear a bit of noise. This is the kit you need. This is a service repair kit. It changes the main drive bearing. Right,
great. Well, I think without any further ado, Steve, let's get stuck in and fix this this new kit to this old motor.
So, Steve, the first thing we do is we keep everything clean. Now, one of the things you notice...
I've got that on the checklist.
I'm
going to be doing a checklist on this motor.
Yeah. So,
if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's really important that when we open this unit up, everything is really clean. You see that we've got stainless steel worktops.
Well, it is like a kitchen, as you rightly called it.
So, first thing is we've got to get clean. So, I'm going to put my gloves on. Don the gloves. I'll bring my cleaning bucket into play. I'm going to put the motor in the cleaning bucket. And I'm going to take my my spray cleaner. This is one of the new range from Muck-Off, which is specific e-bike range, which is good. It's actually a dry cleaner, so you haven't got to get it wet, so you haven't got to worry about that.
But I guess you can get cleaner from other brands like WD-40 and everything like that.
Yeah, there's lots of cleaners. So we give that a wipe over, make sure everything is super clean. When we come to break into it, onto the bench.
I'll clean it back,
Get my bucket away. You can tick me off there for cleaning the motor.
We've done that.
We've done the cleaning of the motor. First job is we remove the CIRCLIP. So CIRCLIP pliers.
That's not a bad pair, isn't it? Good solid pair of CIRCLIP pliers.
Yeah, they're handy. There is
I can tick that off now,
Tick that off, yeah, thank you. The next thing we do is, remember I said about all the rubber in the seals? We've got to get that out. It's a right pain. So we have to get our little pick in there and get it out. Luckily, one we did earlier.
This is actually a procedure, isn't it?
It is a procedure, yeah. We've got a checklist and everything. So the first thing we do is we loosen the bolts off, and it's all just, we've got 6 T25 bolts here that we need to remove.
Those are the ones you cannot touch if your motor is still under warranty.
You certainly can't. So we've got those going. To speed it up, I'm going to get my power drill.
Okay, Bosch power drill.
It is a Bosch power drill, yeah, look at that.
Fit a lock ring and a move cover to bearing.
We have got a lock ring. The lock ring is fitted. So, bearing puller. Bearing puller goes over the top, locates on the lock ring, and then we wind it on the crank bolts. Can you see it lifting there? Look at that.
Simple. I can now check that off, I think.
I think you can. We've lifted it. Then we lift the motor, and we're all out.
She's not too bad inside, really, is she?
Well, it's going to be spotless inside. You know, they're so well sealed, so we've got seals all around the edge of here. So but you can see inside. And the first thing we do is we check to make sure everything is clean, everything is good, and that shows there's no contamination.
No signs of corrosion or anything like that.
No, look at it. It's like new.
Yeah. But it's just making a noise. That's all.
Yeah, it's making a noise. It's a, you know, as you can see, you've got a normal crank axle in here, and it runs on the bottom on a bearing.
Am I going to check for signs of damage or corrosion? I think we're good, aren't we?
We've checked. We're done. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So now we remove the freewheel sprocket. This is this unit here, and that just press fits and that comes out. It's really important that we don't touch the shaft. Okay, right. We only touch this because we're going to reuse that. Yeah. So for the time being, I'm going to put that on the bench there. Right.
Is it worth opening? I'm quite eager to see what's in the box. Is it a good time now, or should we wait?
I think we should. I think we should. Let's do it.
Let's go and see what's in this Bosch box then. Right. So there you go. That's it. There's it. There it is, Josh. That's it. It's like Christmas, isn't it?
It is like Christmas.
And
now we've got to keep this really clean. Okay, so make sure you don't.
Sorry, I was going to show you guys there what we've got here. Seems to be lots of parts in there. All the kits, O-rings,
and special grease.
Special grease. All the replaceable bolts. God, that's pretty good, isn't it?
It's the whole lot, yeah. It's
right. We'll leave that there. What else have we got to do before we get the new part in then?
So we need to remove the locating pin. It's a pin that the sprocket rotates
I get that.
on.
I can see that locating pin in there.
There's one in there, that's it.
We're
going to take the old one out.
I reckon it's one of them.
Yeah. Easy. So pliers. Yeah. We're just going to lift it out. Yeah. Give it a bit of a twiddle. Easy. There she is. Yeah. Out.
And the rubber seal as well, by the looks of it.
There's a rubber seal. It sits on a little rubber seal.
And there's another O-ring in here.
Now the other O-ring is the O-ring that sits on this shaft here. Right. So again with a pick, we're going to pull that up and get rid of that O-ring.
Next step, I think we're done. So we've got remove locating pin, check.
Done that.
Check PCB heat pad is on PCB.
Now this is the heat pad here, this little thing here, and we're on, so we're covered, we're ready to go.
So we've done on the first part of the process of opening the motor.
We've done it, yeah. Wow. Yep.
Okay, we're into stage 3.
Now the next thing, before we put the new one on, we need to give this a quick clean. So first of all, we need to make sure there's no dirt around the edge. So I'm going to take my lint-free cloth, that was, spray some cleaner on there, and just work around the edge, being careful to brush outwards, not inwards, because anything there we need to push outside the motor. Okay, so we've got the rubber washer that sits on the rubber sleeve. Yeah. That goes on. Yeah. We then peel the adhesive backing off. Yeah, they've done a good job. They've made it really simple. Yeah. And then we locate this into there and push it into place.
Boom.
Done.
Boom.
That is
Are you going to put that pin in there while you're at it?
The pin drops in and slides on. Yeah. And we're done. So we now need to clean. We need to clean the bottom bracket shaft. Right. So just to make sure everything's nice and clean, before we put the O-ring on.
Steve, can I put the O-ring on?
You can, Steve. But before you do that, you need to grease on the shaft.
Oh, you can do that.
Shall I do that?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, I'll do that. So we'll just get my little brush and we'll just paste it around. Yeah. Make sure it's all in the right place.
Right. Good to go, right?
Good to go.
Stick over there. Gently with it. Oh, I can't handle it. It's too much of a fiddle. You do it.
So we'll get that down and we'll move it down to the right recess, which is that one there.
Boom.
And then we're in place.
Right, I just need to update my tick-offs. Clean rear housing, clean BB shaft, remove O-ring from motion, print O-ring, done that.
We've done the O-ring.
I feel that moment is coming. We can open the package up. All we've got is 6 bolts left, yeah?
Yeah. They're the retaining bolts for the motor. We need those.
Can I open the packet?
Let's open it. Yeah. They are, Steve. Open it.
There you go. That's it. I'm interested to see what you get for your money here. Well, that's a pretty significant part.
Be careful not to touch the inside of it. We need to keep.
I'm going to put that there. So you're going to be careful when you take this out. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that comes out. And there it is. And that is your new unit. I mean, you get quite a bit for your money there, don't you, really? So we're talking, for this kit, how much is it for the kit?
Well, the kit is £99 for the kit.
That's good. It's going to totally refresh your bike, right?
Yeah. You know, you think about what a bottom bracket costs in a bike.
Exactly.
It's good value.
And it includes the bottom bracket, doesn't it?
And look at the amazing detail of the bearings here. That's a really complicated bearing.
So, can I just give this to you? I feel like that.
Yeah, let's take it.
Let's take it off.
Take it.
There you go.
Let me take it.
Next job?
Next job, we're going to grease the sprocket, ready to go on. So, sprocket, grease.
Bosch grease.
Bosch grease. Work it around. Quite nice doing that. It feels like ice in a cake. Get the brush and just wipe it all into its place.
Honestly, this motor is going to be so smooth when we put it back together.
We've greased this, and we pop it into place. So that sits the locating pin that we stuck on with a pad. This sits in there and presses into that little wheel there. So it's just a case of dropping it in, and that is located. That is done. I
guess all's required now is to pop the freewheel.
Yes, we now need to do this.
On.
Remember, this is the bit that we don't touch. So we need to give this a clean. Let's give it a clean. Where's my...
Here you go.
Right.
Lint, what do you call it?
Lint-free cloth.
Lint-free cloth.
Yeah, there's no lint in this cloth.
Right.
So the first thing is we're gonna clean this, but we're not gonna touch the shaft. We're just gonna get the old grease. It's actually still amazingly clean, but we'll give it a wipe off because we've got the new grease. We'll put the new grease on. So there we are. New grease. Again, work it around. Paintbrush, sir. It's like being a dental nurse. Paintbrush.
Oh, sorry, paintbrush. Yeah, right. There you go.
We're fully greased up.
Yeah, greased up. Slot her in. Slot her in there or slot her on there?
It's going to go onto the shaft here. So we're going to drop it in.
Engaged.
Make sure it's engaged.
Yeah.
Fit it in with the cogs. Can you see that? The wheels are in motion. Look at that. We're located.
Right, can I go back to my checklist?
Yeah.
I neglected it for a minute. Grease all that. Grease that. Fit my sprocket. Check new cover seal is not damaged. So check this cover seal is not damaged.
So should we do that?
I've done that. Check. Cover seal is all in place.
Cover seal all in place.
Yeah. And I think now to put the top on the pie.
We're ready to go with just the icing. So so we take this, we've checked the seal is good. We're going to flip it over. I'm not going to touch any of this. Going to flip it over and drop it into place. When I say drop it, gently ease it into place. So there we are, Steve. We've dropped it into place. We've done it. Okay, so next thing, Steve, CIRCLIP back on.
CIRCLIP, yeah.
This is important. So CIRCLIP, open that up a little bit, drop it into place, and there we are. We're located, and that's it. Done.
All I can see now, Steve, is six bolts.
6 bolts. Yeah, we're going to put the bolts in.
Yeah.
I'm now going to remove my gloves because they've got grease on them.
That means I can help you with this then.
You can do that.
Yeah. I can see you eagerly waiting there with your Bosch screwdriver.
No, actually, this is important. When we do this, we need to make sure the pressure's right. And it's very much like doing a car wheel. Yeah.
Car wheel nuts, alternate sides first.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't go in the clockwise or anti-clockwise motion. There you go. I think it's be quick with that, isn't it?
So I've got my drill. I'm just going to loosely drive these down, like the car wheel nuts. Do opposite sides.
Boom.
So they're now loosely done.
Yeah.
What we now need to do is they need to go to 6 Newton meters.
Yeah.
So we get our torque wrench.
Yeah.
We'll just give them a nip round, and again we'll do it like the car wheel. We'll do opposite sides.
Right, Steve, we've only got a couple of things left to tick off.
We're nearly ticked off, aren't we?
Get it back in the bike.
Put it back in the bike.
Here, diagnostic.
Well, the diagnostic is great, that we plug it into the laptop and it'll do a check on the whole motor, make sure that everything's working as it should. But it's also an opportunity to upgrade to the latest firmware.
Right, okay.
Now, 2 years ago, 2016, Bosch upgraded to the
MTB
mode.
not
EMTB mode.
Yeah.
It used to be called Sport,
right.
And then EMTB mode, and that's the mode that will work flows between.
It's like driving an automatic car.
Yeah, it works out how much power you're putting down and gives you that. If you pedal harder, you get more power. So you're not going to suddenly.
Make sure you get that EMTB upgrade on your Bosch.
You're not going to hit turbo. You're not going to hit turbo when you're not expecting it.
Okay. One more thing I was going to ask you. Now that's fitted, what's the warranty situation with that bike now, with that motor?
So what we've done there, the new drive bearing, has now got a 2-year warranty on it, which is great because you're covered. If it goes wrong within 2 years, it's warranty. So
I guess, it's great. I think it depends on where you live and the conditions you live in and the ground conditions. Every motor in different part of the world is going to have a different wear rate, right?
That's a really important thing.
Yeah.
Where you're using it, how wet you're getting it, how muddy you're getting it, and how you clean it as well. Don't go into it with a jet wash. Try and keep it as. But
I think it's important point, like you said, Steve. I think be proactive and keep an eye on your motor, give your motor some love, and give you loads of love back. Steve, thanks so much for showing us around the fix of this motor.
Thank you.
Don't forget to check out the Bicycle Kitchen.
My web address is bikekitch.com.
Bikekitch.com. We'll leave a link at the bottom of this video.
There's a whole section on what we do with this there, which you'll find that on the site.
So let's one final thing. Money-wise, we're looking at £99 for the part. Yeah. So we're looking at what? Looking at a couple £100 to get this done. So there you go. I hope you like this video. Please let us know your comments below. I hope it's taken away some of your worries and fears, not only about buying second-hand e-bikes, but of the longevity of e-bike motors in general. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to EMBN. You can see some more Bosch content. There's the one we did on gearing, which you'll find just down by there.